So there's someone actually making the argument that Rey is not a Mary Sue, and if that wasn't the worst part about it, they're actually making the claim that Luke is a Gary Stu. So this is gonna be a very interesting video for us to watch. So let's just hop right into this shit.
Happy 2018! It may be a brand spanking new year, but thanks to the return of the Rey is a Mary Sue fanboy cry, it's like 2015 all over again. Aww. In case you missed it, which if you did, please tell us where you were hiding so we can go to that fanbro-free paradise.
You'll notice something about her pretty quickly, that she's very condescending, and she acts like the people who think Rey is a Mary Sue don't actually have an argument, when there are a lot of points and reasons to why people don't like Rey, and you know, it's mainly because people don't like a perfect character like Rey. She doesn't earn anything. Her backstory is super weak. She's a very boring character. Everything about her is just not fun. There's nothing good about this character. This is actually unironically like that meme where the dude is wiggling his finger saying, well, actually.
Literal Mary Sue, female character having powers for the sake of a narrative. Rey is a nobody, but somehow has a connection to Luke's lightsaber, defeats the grandson of Darth Vader with zero training, basically trains herself in The Last Jedi, saves the day twice, hashtag not my Star Wars. Rey is a nobody, but somehow has a connection to Luke's lightsaber. Yes, you understood the plot of the movie. Also, everyone has powers for the sake of the narrative. It's a movie.
Really? This is a movie? I thought I was reading somebody's fanfic inside a dilapidated gas station bathroom. No, I'm just kidding. I could see the argument be made that Anakin in The Phantom Menace is a Gary Stu, but at least later on he is flawed beyond a shadow of a doubt. Rey is never flawed, she is always perfect. That's the fucking problem people have with her.
Wow, the worst rebuttal that Rey is a Mary Sue was from Daisy Ridley, where she said that the term is sexist. It's not. And Luke was also a Gary Sue. He wasn't. Luke Skywalker had 3 films to become a master. Rey was doing Jedi mind tricks from the first film. Hashtag Last Jedi awful. That term is sexist. It's not. Okay, but it is, though.
If we're going by your logic, then Gary, Marty, and Larry Sues are also a sexist term. I cut out the part where she explains where the term Mary Sue came from. It doesn't really contribute anything to this video, so if you really care that much about it, you should just go Google it. And spoiler alert, it came from Star Trek.
But today's use of the term isn't taking the piss out of hyper-capable female characters that only end up as romantic interest for the less skilled male leads, when we all know they should have actually been the heroes of the stories. Instead, calling a character a Mary Sue is essentially saying that they're little more than wish fulfillment. And it's a charge that's primarily hurled at female characters by male fans, as opposed to, say, calling all these guys...
Alright, I don't know about the dude from Star Trek or the dude from The Matrix, but let's take a look at this shit. Tony Stark, arrogant, cocky, has to win every fight. Harry Potter, annoying, nothing without the supporting cast, has to win every fight. Luke, childish, arrogant, has to win every fight. Batman, any incarnation you find of him, you will find a flaw.
Marty, Gary, or Larry Stews. I was one of those people who said Rey is a Mary Sue, and I was demonized for it heavy. After this shitty film, there is no denying it. No way in hell can someone be a perfect Jedi with zero training. Hashtag The Last Jedi awful. I'm not entirely sure calling this film shitty is a sound argument.
If we're going to base how well a movie is written based off of how much money it's made, then Michael Bay is fucking Christopher Nolan.
However, I agree. No way can someone with zero training be a perfect Jedi.
Are you really implying that Luke did not train in Empire Strikes Back and The Last Jedi to get his powers? Even in A New Hope, he had some background in piloting and shooting stuff. Like, that the hole was literally the size of a Womp Rat, which he practice shoots in, you know, his T-16, as I quote the movie, or whatever it was.
Rey is a Mary Sue in every sense of the word in this film. She has little to no training, yet can handle a lightsaber like a pro. She has amazing Force abilities, all because the plot calls for it. The Force is now a MacGuffin more so than ever. It can do whatever is required of it. Okay, so let me make sure we're all on the same page here. What these fans are saying is that it's completely unbelievable that this woman could have the Force, be strong with the Force, and be inexplicably good at various things with little to no training whatsoever.
Yes.
That no way her life on a barren, sandy planet would afford her the opportunity to be as capable a pilot as she is. Or that someone who just found out they had the Force would be capable of using it to fight against the reincarnated Empire, and definitely not be able to wield a lightsaber in a battle against a far more experienced Sith with any success.
Alright, there's almost a 0% chance you actually watched these movies, because, one, yeah, I'm gonna go off of the fight with Vader. One, Vader was going easy on him. Two, he had background training, literally like, I don't know, a week before this fight happened. And as I said during the Death Star run, he had experience shooting holes that tiny.
Yeah, there's certainly no precedent for any of that. In a franchise that gives us cannibalistic teddy bears, a giant slug gangster, a magical power that certain beings have due to midichlorians.
What are midichlorians?
Midichlorians are a microscopic life form that resides within all living cells.
And this f***ing guy, the bone these guys have to pick is with Rey being good at things.
I'm not out here making the claim that that a majority of the Star Wars fans like midichlorians or Jar Jar. Certainly not making that bold statement, but they're certainly more loved than Rey will ever be.
Fantasy requires a level of disbelief from the audience. That's why all of this stuff is totally okay.
Yes, you are correct. You do need to suspend disbelief in order to make all that stuff possible. However, you don't need to go so far as to actually turn off your brain and think for even a second that Rey is a well-written character. You can like Rey as much as you want, but to say that she is not a Mary Sue is just really ignorant in my opinion.
But when you decide that believing a female character being as capable as her male predecessor, never mind more so,
Luke is way more powerful than Rey. Like, just look at the Legends Luke. He is an absolute beast that could take on Revan, Bane, and I don't know, he could probably solo most of the Old Republic, maybe besides Revan. You can make the argument for that, definitely. But Legends Luke is so powerful that it's actually mind-boggling. But we're not talking about Legends Luke, we're talking about canon Luke. And he's still stupidly powerful.
I've seen this raw strength only once before. It didn't scare me enough then. It does now.
is taking things too far. Maybe the problem you have isn't with the movie, it's with women.
Yeah, man, fuck women. They have vaginas.
Now, if you'll excuse us, we have some important questions about the next Star Wars film, specifically related to Kylo Ren's fashion choices.
You know what? That's the perfect way to end this video. Like, literally, I could not think of a more poetic ending to this video. Like, literally talking about how, you know, strong female characters, and then go right into sucking, you know, Kylo Ren's Vader penis, whatever it is. I think that's just heavily ironic. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, good. If you didn't, too bad. Anyway, that's about it. See ya.